Hello, I am so honored to receive the Chairman's Choice Award from the Park Authority Board. Since the early days of the pandemic, the Board of Supervisors, Fairfax County employees, and our regional colleagues have diligently worked together to promote a safe community. There have been many difficult decisions along the way, but through perseverance, determination, and trust in the guidance received from our public health officials, we pressed on through COVID-19. Our team has continued serving our residents while strategically positioned Fairfax County for the future. Our Park Authority has faced some unique challenges, and we pivoted to accommodate the needs of staff and the public. We made the tough decision to close park facilities during the early stages of the pandemic. Staff shifted the focus to managing trails and outdoor spaces as more and more residents and visitors sought safe places to recreate. Though crowds were large, and at times ensuring compliance with our mask mandates and social distancing presented challenges, we worked together to overcome them and push forward. Flexibility and agility were the keys to managing this pandemic, and they will continue to be the keys going forward. It is my honor to work side by side with you as we find ways to ensure the safety and health of our staff while providing the services our county deserves. As we continue to navigate through this pandemic, we are working to help our parks recover financially, to improve access for all residents, all while we look to enhance our operations. This award is a reflection of our county's strong leadership and dedicated workforce. We are a team. I am accepting this for our entire workforce as they are the engine of this great county. All the best, and thank you so much for this award.
Good evening, and thank you for selecting me as a recipient of the Chairman's Choice Award. I accept this recognition on behalf of the incredible men and women at the Fairfax County Health Department who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes for the past 20 months to keep our community safe. Public health is a team sport. It is what we do together as a community to create the conditions in which everyone can be healthy. And during this pandemic, it has been so heartwarming to see how we have rallied together as a community to adhere to all of the mitigation measures that many were not used to and were sometimes even uncomfortable. The Health Department has been very fortunate to enjoy the collaboration of many community and county partners, including the Fairfax County Park Authority, who has been a part of our emergency preparedness and response efforts over many years. During this pandemic, we have appreciated their commitment and efforts to promote healthy spaces and environments for our residents to enjoy. These wonderful spaces provided a much-needed space for people to walk, run, and play in fresh air during the darkest days of the pandemic. Our health department team worked with colleagues at the Park Authority to develop protocols to minimize the spread of the virus at daycares, camps, and other park facilities. Our efforts were successful thanks to the hard work of Park Authority staff and volunteers who adhered to the protocols that we provided. It has been a long road, and we've come a long way together. However, there's still work to be done. I am so grateful for the partnership we have in the Park Authority and would like to encourage all of you to stay safe, wear your mask, get your vaccine or booster if you haven't already done so, and get your flu shot as well. Thank you again for this honor.
So one of the most challenging parts of the pandemic happened in March 2020 when we made the decision for the health of the community that it was best to close down our 427 parks and leave open our trails. I worked with our division directors to come up with a logistical plan of how we put barricades up in our parking lots and how we communicate this to staff in the community about what was happening. And during that time, one of the challenges that we faced was the record numbers of people that were coming and using our trails. People wanted to be outside, people were wanting to relieve stress, and our trails were a place that they could do that. So we had to pivot very quickly and remobilize staff.
One of the great things that happened during this COVID time, which is kind of crazy to say, but our staff really came together. We were asked to go ahead and try and make masks for our entire Park Authority family, which was 2,500 people. And we turned one of our rec centers into a full-fledged sewing expedition. And they actually ended up making 10,000 masks for our staff and for other county agencies, as well as some of our friends groups and volunteer groups. So there are some things that happened during COVID that we felt that strengthened our team, strengthened our staff in so many different ways.
I'm very proud of how our staff adjusted to the new mandates and were able to adjust our operations so that they were safe not only for our staff working in our facilities, but also the community coming in.
Well, Chairman Bowie and members of the Park Authority Board, it's a real honor and privilege to receive this award, especially after what we've been through over the last year plus. And I want to salute the men and women of the Park Authority, as well as our county residents and my fellow members of the Board of Supervisors, because together we've navigated through difficult times, pivoting to virtual platforms, making hard decisions about closures and safe reopenings, and getting money necessary to the Park Authority to fill budgetary gaps that were created by this pandemic. And so it's really been a team effort. I'm really proud of the Park Authority. When this pandemic hit, our folks poured into our parks facilities for mental health breaks and for recreation, and our 20,000+ acres of parkland provided respite and provided opportunities in a very one Fairfax way for all of our residents in Fairfax County. And it's a pleasure to receive this award. But more importantly, I want to thank the Park Authority Board and the men and women of the Park Authority for a job well done as we've navigated these uncharted waters, and know as we move forward, we're on Team Fairfax together.